Stock levers on sport bikes typically suck. They're not always adjustable and they're very long. In Dennis Kirk's Tech Tip of today, we're going to replace these levers with Vortex Race levers. And because these grips are 25 years old, we're going to replace those too. Dennis Kirk sells these levers individually for the brake side and the clutch side. You need to make sure that you get the correct part numbers for your application. In the package, you have a lever, you have the model specific adapter, and then hidden in the foam, you have a detent spring. Don't lose that. Remove the small nut from the lever side, slide the bolt out, don't lose the bushing. Use white lithium grease, put it on the bushing in the adapter, take the spring, put it in the dent that is in the lever, line it back up, put the bolt through, make sure the spring works, and then torque down the nut. The nut itself is recessed a bit, so they include this little plastic tool to help you hold it in place as you tighten it down. Here's a comparison of the Vortex lever, the OEM lever. You can see it's substantially shorter, but now you have the adjustability. If you have a cable clutch, you need to adjust that before you can remove the lever. Move your adjuster all the way in on the perch, keeping this line very front so you can pull the cable out and remove it from the lever. Now with the size 10 socket, you can remove the nut from the bottom. Push the pin up and remove the pin. Make sure you remove the brass bushing from the old lever. You will need this. Grease on this bushing, put it in the new lever. So this piece is a little bit different shape than the original one, so I'm going to have to move the perch out a little bit to get it to seat properly. There we go. We install the old pin back in. Now is the optimal time to lubricate your cable too. Cable on the lever side first, pull it through. Might take some force, make sure it seats back in there, and then you want to adjust it so that you have the proper tension there. Perfect. Now I have an adjustable lever. To change the grips, you do have to remove the bar ends. If it's a screw, it might be super hard to turn. You need to heat this up with the torch so that you can melt the Loctite that's inside of it, and then you should be able to get it out. Sometimes you gotta break out the manual impact. There we go. Be careful, now it's hot. We're gonna try my favorite method of removing the grip, which is using an air compressor. When you order the grips, make sure you get ones that are pass-throughs if you have bar ends. Also, you can see that the holes are different sizes. The one with the bigger hole goes on the throttle side. Another easy way to check is if you squeeze them. The one with the throttle side is usually a bit thinner and easier to squeeze. You can use grip glue, but I'm old school and I use hairspray. You can do the same thing for the throttle side, just make sure that you have free play on the throttle and it does not stick. Dennis Kirk stocks all kinds of parts for all kinds of motorcycles and will do free shipping on orders of $89 and more and same-day shipping. Be sure to check him out at denniskirk.com.